What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jack here. CPT news, Capcom Pro Tour 2024, Capcom Cup 11. The road is about to start. You know, the whole tour is getting hype and everything like that. So as of today, as recording on the 7th, last night, actually Capcom just dropped the ball and they kind of showcased like all the rules, how to qualify, where to qualify and everything. So I figure, you know, why don't we talk about it and, you know, understand how this all works, because it's a little bit different than last year. Still the same amount of people, but, you know, different rule setting, different qualifiers, all that stuff. So we'll get into that and we'll try and figure out how all this works. It's just way too much. Schedule for CPT, obviously you guys don't know. Evo is going to start this off. Evo is an offline premier event, and if you guys don't know, offline premier events tend to be just the first place gets qualified into Capcom Cup. So basically it's a winner takes all kind of situation. And as you can see, Cream City conversions in Milwaukee, Ultimate Fighting Arena, I believe in France, I want to say, East Coast Throwdown, Super Premier Japan in Singapore, which we'll talk about later, Blink Respawn in DR, and Kings of the World in UK. So we actually have seven or eight events offline, and you know, typically all these first place gets in, but for super premieres, actually, if you look into the rule setting into this, it actually says that super premieres top two actually get in. Super premieres were a thing, I believe, back all the way back in like 2018, 2019, where it actually will give you a crap ton amount of points. So it actually will give you like a lot of points to qualify into the Capcom Cup, because it was point system all the way back in 2019 for Street Fighter 5. This time, however, super premieres first and second place get in, actually. So it actually kind of works out not too bad. I mean, obviously, you know, it's kind of like you know, first and second place, who cares about grand finals now? They both qualify. I would say that you still care, because if you look under prizes, actually, specifically for the super premiere in Singapore, there's a total prize pool of 18,400 USD in the pot. Of course, not adding to the potentially, like, you know, the players paying potentially $10, something like that, to qualify or to play in. So basically, first place gets 10K versus second place getting 3K. So it is a little bit of money on the line. So super premieres do matter a little bit, but just know that if you make grand finals, you're automatically in Capcom Cup. It doesn't matter how you do. As far as another actually kind of little bit of a change-ish is World Warrior. So World Warrior is back, of course. I don't think people necessarily had a problem with the initial idea. Basically, you know, you compete in 5 tournaments, you earn points, you make top 8, then the person who wins that top 8 gets the Capcom Cup. Plain and simple, pretty understanding. Now there's actually regions with Warrior called super regions. So basically, if you see right here, these 14 regions, US, Canada, Midwest, Canada West, kind of like all that stuff, UK, Ireland, and all those. Basically, super regions, the way it works is that the first place player in the point standing based on all 5 regular CBT World Warriors will actually automatically be qualified for Capcom Cup 11. So if you are literally first throughout all the 5 tournaments, you're in. And I'd say this is a nice change, only because it rewards consistency, and the fact that over time you start seeing your results improve better and better. All of a sudden you're first. Now, because of your results for the past few weeks or months, now you're actually in Cup. And so the way this works now, that since first place will actually be in Capcom Cup automatically, it actually will probably go to 9th place to see who qualifies. Now, my concern about this is that, as you can see, I believe that you can have 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I don't know if you can have tie for 7th, so there'll be like 6th, 7th, 8th maybe. So I don't know if people are tied up, what's the situation on that. But yeah, basically it'll be 2nd seed through 9th seed instead of 1 through 8. So it's not too bad of a thing, you know. Even if you're 9th seed, you're still okay. You want to make sure next time you're aware of like what you can do. And so basically, obviously the World Warrior Regional Finals, if you guys don't know, ranks 1 through 4 will obviously be in winners, 5 through 8 will be in losers, and also I believe super regions, what is it? Yeah, so the regional finals actually have a prize pool as well. So you're actually playing for money as well. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Of course, the offline events they have a little bit of price pool, even though I would say these are very low. If you're going from Japan to America for, you know, I don't know, East Coast Throwdown, it may not be financially beneficial, I should say that. This is the prize kind of like pool separation or split. First place obviously gets $1 million and everything, but second place gets 100,000. So it's a $200,000 decrease from last year, and I am not okay with this at all. I do not agree with this. It is very top heavy. This is even worse than last year, and we all thought last year was like something else. That was a 700K money match. Now it's a $900,000 money match, essentially. Really rough for players. So, you know, if you get third, I mean, it's a 50K, but then grand finals is like, it's gotta be something, man. I don't know. So if you guys don't know, Incross actually does a lot of Wikipedia kind of news and updates and everything like that. This dude is like the GOAT when it comes to knowing where tournaments are and everything like that. So he kind of talks about it a little bit more. As I said, 48 players will qualify for Capcom Cup, 4 from super offline premieres, 6 from regular offline premieres, 10 from the regular World Warriors, and 20 from super World Warriors. It's kind of like the regular World Warriors, you know, it's plain and simple, nothing too crazy. It's certain regions, so you may want to check your region about who does what and everything like that, because certain regions do not have the super region. You know, obviously I talked about Evil starting it off. I actually didn't realize this, that Capcom would not host a last chance qualifier. Once it's done, that's 48. Literally, like, once all the qualifiers are done, that's it. There's no trying to go to Japan to like try and get in, none of that. It's just purely you're trying to go to Japan just to spectate. And I didn't realize the Capcom Cup overall prize pool was down. It was 1.7 million last year compared to this 1.2 million. And also another rule change is that basically if you get first place in your World Warriors 3 times, so basically you went 1, 2, 3, I believe that's like the highest you can do, like your max down points. So I'm assuming 150 is your max, because if you win all 3, if I'm not mistaken, it will be like first place gets 50 every time. Yeah, right here. So first place will get 50 every time. So 150, I believe, is a max. I don't think you can go higher than 150. I could be wrong. It's all of this is definitely interesting, only because it's kind of like the super regions make sense, but they don't make sense to me. I'm very curious why they chose certain regions to be regular World Warriors versus like super regions kind of thing, because there's still probably like mad people, like South Korea, for example, that has Lashar, NL, like it has a few very good players, and I'm very curious as to how they chose what, you know, all these kind of make sense. But then I'm like, so why did, I'm assuming because South Korea is a pretty notable, like they have pretty notable players, why is that only one? Central America East, I believe that's like Kaba and Crossover and all them, like why are they just one? You know, it's very weird of how they chose that. I'm very curious as to their reasoning behind it. The only thing we can do as players is accept it, unfortunately. I mean, we could try and change them if we speak loud enough. But yeah, I would say that's pretty much kind of like roughly overall all the stuff right now. I believe they have the Star GG link. Give me 1 second. So we actually have the Star GG link for World Warrior. So as you can see, these are all the World Warriors. So if you know where your region is and everything like that, just try and find Star GG like World Warrior 2024. You'll probably find it somewhere like that. June 21st is where the first World Warrior will start. So that's US, Canada, East and everything like that. France, and then next day is like UK, Ireland, Central America, Midwest, you know, me and everything like that. So it's kind of like all these events are happening, and it's just like before where some events may fall into the same day, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, it's funny how some of the a few of the, I would say, regions kind of got intermingled or changed up. So for example, US and Canada East, the funny enough, because there's no online premiere event, Canada East kind of got I believe like just thrown into the East Coast, which if you guys don't know, East Coast has Nokadu, Mena, Space Boy, Punk, all of them are on East Coast. So East Coast is gonna be a bloodbath, let's just say that. Capcom does make a lot of decisions that are weird and some that are just straight up bad. So I'm very curious as to how they did their decision making with stuff. It's different ways to qualify, which is fine, but I think some of the ways to qualify and the reward for qualifying aren't always, you know, equal. Like going to an offline event and winning, literally going to an offline event, playing some of the best players ever and winning. Let's just say there's no entry fee. It's free. Just winning 2K is kind of like, damn. All these tournaments tend to say, oh, you got to pay 10, 20 bucks to enter. It'll be probably more, maybe like 4 to 5K, depending on how many people actually enter. But also, I completely forgot to say this, but Capcom is not awarding any prizes to Evil offline and Super Mirror Japan. I know Super Mirror Japan, because of their gambling laws, they can't exactly like do money like that, so it may be different. I don't know. Yeah, if you want to check out the schedule for yourself, all the rules and everything, just literally type in like sfesports.capcom, or you can find the World Warrior system and everything like that and all that stuff. It's definitely on Twitter everywhere, so just look up like World Warrior or Capcom Pro Tour 2024. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys this informative video on how stuff works, prize pool, rules, all this stuff, World Warrior, offline events, all this stuff, so that way you know you're ready. And if you want to try and go for Capcom Cup, feel free to. Myself, obviously, I'm gonna try and go for it, gonna try and win. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I can see you on the big stage one more time. But that's all said. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like this video, comment down what you think about the Pro Tour, and as always, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.